Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we are going to have a little bit of fun because in today's video, we are going to be talking about whether or not the major resistance level that Bitcoin is sitting under right now, around $11,800, is actually going to cause a big correction on Bitcoin. You guys know yesterday I made a prediction that in the next 4 days, now 3 days left, Bitcoin is going to be breaking above $12,100 and rallying in the direction of 13.7. In the last 24 hours, you can see on screen, Bitcoin actually has been rejecting once again at $12,800. So you might be wondering, Jeb, how in the world is Bitcoin going to break out if we are not doing it right now? Well, in this video, I'm going to be presenting my case on why I think that Bitcoin is going to break out nevertheless. I'm going to be showing you why I think Bitcoin double topping right now actually might be a good thing for the cryptocurrency markets. Guys, you have to remember in technical analysis, nothing is cut and dry. Some things are good sometimes, some things are bad another time. And in this case, even though it looks like we're hitting resistance and rejecting from it, don't think that's the case. We're going to be talking about all of that and more in today's video. I think you guys are going to get a lot of good value out of today's videos. Guys, before we dive on into it, I do want to mention the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy because this is what is allowing for all of the awesome back-end expansion that we're working on to continue bringing you guys high-quality content and to bring you guys even more awesome stuff coming in the future. Guys, if you want to learn everything you need to know about technical analysis, lay a strong foundation and invest in your education so that you actually understand what's going on in these markets so you can actually trade and profit in them, I do encourage you to check us out at the link in the description down below. Coupon code BULLRUN2020 for $40 off at checkout. More on that at the end of the video, but for now though, guys, without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. You might be wondering why I'm so excited today. You might be wondering why we broke out the Boss Lady mug. For all of you new guys, which part of the reason we're talking about this is because there are a lot of you new guys. It didn't focus the way I wanted to. That's a shame. You might be wondering why I am so very excited. Well, guys, as you can see, we hit 50,000 subscribers yesterday, and I actually ran the math. The first video went up on this channel, get this, 995 days ago. We just barely fit in 50K subs in 1,000 days. And in that time, we've uploaded somewhere around 870 videos, which means that I've only missed like 150 videos in almost 3 years of uploading, which is kind of nuts. Guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I'm really excited about where we're going. It happened just before my 20th birthday, too, because I turned 20 in about 2 weeks. I am so incredibly pumped. I'll talk about that later on in the video, but for now, let's go ahead and jump onto the chart. You might be looking at Bitcoin right now and saying, Jeb, isn't this zone of resistance right here the one that you said that Bitcoin is going to break out of in the next 4 days? Yes, in fact, that is the level of resistance that I said we're probably going to end up breaking out of in the next 4 days. But you might be wondering, Jeb, if Bitcoin is going to break bullish, then why is it not doing so? Why is Bitcoin correcting here? Why, Jeb, in fact, does it look like Bitcoin is setting a double top on candle bodies? And why, in fact, have we set some lower highs on our candle wicks, Jeb, if Bitcoin is to break to the upside? I hear you asking that. Good question. The reason I'm still feeling bullish on Bitcoin is because of this. As you can see right here, we have an uptrending level of resistance. As you can also see right here, we have an uptrending level of support. As you can see right here, we also have a downtrending level of resistance. And as you can see right here, we have a downtrending level of support. What is that? Well, obviously, guys, it's a diamond pattern. And we haven't talked about diamond patterns much here on the channel because they're not actually all that common. But in this case, I do believe that this is actually a very bullish thing for Bitcoin. You might see Bitcoin trading sideways and thinking, well, hang on a second, Jeb. Why would Bitcoin break to the upside if we're trading sideways? For those of you guys in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy who've seen this video on support and resistance, you will understand how resistance levels actually behave. And that is the more times that you test them, the more you're whittling down the level of resistance's strength. So every time we come up and we test this zone, we're putting a chink in the armor. We're knocking off some hit points. We're bringing down the shields a little bit on that level of resistance. And it gets harder and harder for the bears to justify that level of resistance because the bulls and the bears are also asking the question, if Bitcoin is bearish and is going to reject here, then why the hell hasn't it? It's basically a case of, if Bitcoin wasn't going to break out here, where's the giant correction? If this happens, and by the way, there is a chance it happens. I'm not saying it's guaranteed we're going to break to the upside. This might happen, but until this happens, we have no reason to believe anything other than in the trend. Remember, guys, one of the most important rules in technical analysis, not trading, but in technical analysis, is this. The trend is your friend until it ends. What's the trend right now? Can I hear it in the back? Right. It's bullish. Duh. Bitcoin is in an uptrend. So why are you so worried about Bitcoin breaking to the downside? And even if it did, don't you remember that we have some very massive, strong support at 10.5? And don't you think it'd be a good buying opportunity to get in 1,000 even $1,100 lower than where we are right now? I think so. We confirmed a bull market. I think we're going up. So if you're worried about Bitcoin pulling back, I ask you the question, and I'd love to hear the answer in the comments. Why? Why are you worried? I'm confused. I'm going to make myself very clear on this. There is a possibility that Bitcoin pulls back to 10.5. I might be wrong on my 4-day prediction of Bitcoin breaking to the upside. Been wrong in the past, I'll be wrong in the future, and I'll readily admit it if I am. But I will also make another prediction, if that happens, that Bitcoin is going to bounce around 10.5, and we will rally, and we will be above $12,100 within 30 days if we do break to the downside like we just talked about. Either way, it doesn't really matter, because if Bitcoin breaks out now, great, we get our profits now. If Bitcoin breaks out a month from now, great, we get our profits, and we had another entry position. Look, guys, the technicals, the fundamentals, and the economy at large are all very clear on the bullishness of Bitcoin right now. Many different national economies are in dire straits right now. The US dollar, I don't care how much money they print, is probably going to be fine when this is over with. But a lot of countries over maybe in the Eastern Bloc, in Africa, South America, pretty much anywhere outside of the first world, a lot of countries are going to have problems with their currency following the recession that we're going through right now. And where do you think people go when they are concerned about their currency? They put their money in something they consider safer, something they consider a hedge, something like gold, something more portable, up to date, like Bitcoin. I think we've made ourselves very clear here on this channel, and I think you guys understand where I'm coming from when I say that Bitcoin is doing very well. So yes, on the chart right now, Bitcoin is double topping, but I want to caution you against being so caught up with one tree that you don't see the forest. Because right now, yeah, Bitcoin's double topping. So what? You need to see the forest for the trees and not just look at one technical and say, oh, look, Bitcoin's double topping, therefore we will go down because I saw one technical indicator and I'm a robot and I trade based off of one technical indicator and then, oops, I'm broke. Like, don't be that guy. Technical analysis and reading charts is so much more than saying, I found one indicator and it must be right because it's been right 70% of the time before. Well, what about the 30%? You know, what about the extra analysis? What about the 30,000-foot view where you're actually able to see everything that's going on? What about this might just be one battle that we're losing, and even if we do, so what? Because we're on track to absolutely dominate and win the war. What's even the point of being worried about it? So if you guys are worried about the market right now, I'd say don't. Bitcoin breaks the downside, cool beans. Let's get some more Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and buy in some more. If Bitcoin pulls back to $10,500, I will buy $5,000 worth of Bitcoin and show you the transaction. So will Bitcoin reject from our zone of resistance and pull back and break to the downside? Maybe. I still don't think it's very likely. But even if it does, I've made my point. It's probably not going to be the end of the world for Bitcoin. It's just not. There's no reason to be concerned about it. The trend's your friend until it ends. Have faith in the process, guys. Bitcoin's bullish. We're the most bullish right now that we have been in 3 years. Remember what we were talking about 4 or 5 days ago about where Bitcoin's going. It's going probably to at least 13.7 and probably to 20K in the next 8 months or so. Guys, short video. That's just, you know, I made my point. Don't need to ramble on anymore about it and waste your time. I kind of got to the point. Don't want to be one of those guys that says, this is what we're going to talk about in the title, and then you have to watch through 18 minutes of him talking about his dog or something to get to the point. I make the point first, and then I talk about my dog later. Anyway, guys, the dog of this video is the fact that we hit 50K subs yesterday. Guys, oh my goodness, I'm so incredibly pumped. Thank you guys so much. Look, I've told this story on camera before, but obviously there's a lot of you guys who are new here, so you might not be familiar with this story. I'm 19 years old right now. I turned 20 in a couple of weeks, and we started this channel. I started this channel. I'm about to get to why I said we. I started this channel. It feels so uncomfortable saying that. I started this channel and uploaded the first video on November 16, 2017. I remember it was somewhere around December, and I was working at Barnes & Noble as a cashier and customer service assistant at a local college. And I was waiting for my shift to start, and I was sitting out there. I still have the jacket I was sitting in, actually. It's in my closet. I love that jacket. It ripped. But I was sitting there looking at YouTube Studio, which for any of you that don't know, that's the application on your phone where you can look at your YouTube statistics. And I remember watching that we'd gone from 5 subscribers to 7 subscribers overnight. We got 2 subscribers in a day. If you don't know, this is the 5th YouTube channel I ever ran. The 4 before this had a collective maybe 150 subscribers. So getting 2 subscribers in a day, big deal for me because I've been doing YouTube on and off, making videos for fun, trying to make something out of it for 4 or 5 years. I saw that, and then I was just like, we're going places. We got this. I'm so excited. And I decided in that moment where I saw us go from 5 to 7 subscribers, and I was thinking, wow, that's like half of my English AP class because I was a senior in high school at the time, dual enrolled in college. I decided that I'm never going to say I on this channel because I didn't build this. I decided that from pretty much day one. It was actually probably day 14 or 15. But I pretty much decided from day one that I was never going to say I was going to say we. Because, guys, I want you to understand that I just don't match up with a lot of the other people you watch on YouTube. Most of the people on YouTube, it's a business for them. And look, this is a business too, but I don't want to run it the same way that everybody else does. I want this to always be a passion first and then a business second. And to do that, I have to make sure that I keep myself as humble as possible, and I make sure I remember what got me here, which was not my own work. It was the faith that those of you who've been here since the beginning had in this channel, in this process. Because, guys, first 18, 24 months that we were uploading here on YouTube, videos sucked. Like, right up until about the time Taylor got on staff. The videos, when I was making them, were terrible. Unedited, raw video files. We got to 25,000 subscribers like that. And, guys, in the same way that overnight we had gone from 5 subscribers to 7 subscribers, we're about to go overnight from 50,000 to 70,000 because we're heading for 75 by the end of the year. That is the goal here at McAfee Media, and I'm really, really excited to get that silver play button. You guys are going to see some tears on that video. So, guys, before I go into the sales pitch about CT2A, I want you to understand why that exists. I want you to understand why this channel exists in the first place. This channel exists to bring you guys content and teach you about markets because I saw what these markets did, how they changed my life, how they brought me from the position I was when I was growing up, which was not the best, to where I am now. And I'm so incredibly thankful for that. I thank God for that every single day. The point of this channel, the point of my work, my entire career is dedicated to helping you guys get out of bad spots that you are in through working on yourself, investing in your education, and being a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. If you're not reinventing yourself every 6 months, you're doing something wrong. So, guys, with that said, thank you so much for 50K subs. The next 50,000 up to 100, they're going to come quick. You mark my words. We're going to be there sooner than you think, and I'm really pumped about that. I've said it 4 times, but anyway. Before we go, guys, this video was a little bit more of kind of sentiment and not so much technical analysis. We'll be back to a lot more technical analysis content tomorrow. I just had to celebrate a little bit. Before we go, though, guys, I do need to mention what makes this channel and the entire vision of this channel possible, and that is the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. We had 23 people enroll in CT2A yesterday, and the day before, and the day before that, and the day before that, because you guys are just going crazy. We've had 100 people sign up for CT2A this month, and it's only the 7th. Guys, the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy is 36 videos and 12 hours of high-quality content where I have poured out everything I know into this academy so that we can do exactly what I talked about a second ago, which is meeting the mission statement we have here at the Crypto Jeb channel and the McAfee Media company that we run, is to help you guys learn markets and understand markets, profit in markets, and then be able to change your life with the money you make in those markets. I believe that money is one of the most important tools for good and for evil, but hopefully you're choosing it for good. We preach a lot about that too here. If you guys want to be successful in cryptocurrency markets, if you want to do the things that you want to do, you need to invest in your education. It is paramount. You can't be sitting on your laurels. You can't be just doing the same thing over and over again. Look, guys, trading is linear. Yeah, you might make $500 this day, $500 the next day, $500 the next day. Boom, you got $15,000 in a month. Cool. Good for you. That's great. $15,000 is a lot of money. I might use something lower, like $50 a day. You're getting $1,500 a month, right? But when you're investing in your education and when you're learning, that goes $50, $60, $80, $90, $100, $150, $500, $10,000 in a day. It just moonshots because you're investing in your education. And while trading is linear, investing in yourself and developing your own skills is exponential, and you're going to explode. That's the only way that you're ever going to actually accomplish what you want to do in this market, is by constantly reinventing yourself and investing in you. I believe wholeheartedly that the most important, best investment you will ever make in your entire life is an investment in yourself. Better than Bitcoin, better than stocks, better than gold, better than silver, better than Tesla. That's saying something. Better than anything. Better than XRP. Sure as hell better than XRP. Investing in your mind is the best thing you will ever do, and I promise you, if you go down the same path that I have gone down for the last 3 years, you've seen the results of the work that we put in, then you will understand that self-improvement, not watching a bunch of Tony Robbins videos and getting motivated, I'm talking actually reinventing yourself, forming habits, learning skills, you will understand that that is the way, that is the truth, and that is the life. That is how you get there. So do it. Invest in your education. Do it with us. Don't do it with us. I don't really care. The point is, CT2A is the best resource in this entire industry. And if you don't believe me, that's why we have a full 14-day money-back refund guarantee. Snap your fingers, you'll get your money back. It ain't no big thing. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for this video. Look, we've just closed the first chapter of this channel. 2.5 years for writing one chapter. It's going to be a long book, don't worry. There is a lot to come, and you guys are along for the journey, and I am so fired up. I'm so fired up, guys. I'm so excited. So thank you guys for 50K subs. There are not, this sounds cliche, but they're not words to describe how appreciative I am. I really am, guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, the next 50K are going to come pretty quick, and we're going to be doing a lot of really cool things. Anyway, guys, I ought to wrap it up now before I start being silly. That is going to do it for today's video, guys. But as always, before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.